Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Chloe Alford.
Here we have a washed chicken breast that was soaked in Sprite for a few hours. Now we're gonna cut off the excess fat off the chicken, and then cut off the other nasty parts, and then cut it in the breast into half, and then cut it up into strips one way, and then go the opposite way. You guys will see in a minute to better explain it, or to better show it rather than me explaining it and stuff. So hopefully it makes sense. See, I cut it this way, and then in a minute you'll see me cut it into the opposite way. Hopefully everyone knows to cut up chicken into bite-sized pieces, but if you don't, this clip will help you guys. I don't know if I stated this or not, but this part will be silent for the most part. Or if I remember, I could add some music so it's not silent as much. I think this clip skips ahead, but I'm not sure. So we will have to see. So yeah. After you're done cutting up all the chicken, we're gonna drain it. Wait, I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but I put it back into the Sprite. But we're gonna drain it and then squeeze out the excess liquid. So, see, I'm showing you what I put back, and then now we have the oil that we're heating up, and then we're gonna put the chicken that we drained and squeezed out the excess liquid, and then yeah, here's the water that we're gonna warm up to a boil, and then add our noodles and cook it according to package directions, and I'll better explain that later. Now I'm just putting the bite-sized pieces into the heated oil in the saucepan, and then I'm just gonna stir it to make sure the chicken's not stacked up on each other, and then I'm gonna season it with salt, pepper, a ton of garlic powder, because I like to use a ton of garlic powder, and then paprika for color. And you guys will see me season it in a minute, so bear with me. Why do you always have to come out when I'm doing a voiceover?
Because
Excuse the discussion right now, but my brother decided to come out of his room while I'm recording this voiceover. So, don't mind that. So, I'm not measuring these seasonings. I'm kind of just eyeballing it. So, you guys can measure it if you want to, but it's not necessary for this part. I do measure my seasonings depending on what I'm cooking, but for this, I'm not going to. Some I may be eyeballing it, or I will measure, but it just all depends on what I'm feeling, my mood, if I want to measure or not. What's where you need to have exact measurements is mostly in baking, because that's you have to have the exact measurements or it's not going to turn out right. But anyways, so here our water is boiling, so we're gonna add our noodles. This is the brand that I'm gonna be using, and then I'm gonna cook it to al dente, whatever the box says for al dente. It usually list the different wording and stuff on the back. But anyways, here's our cooked chicken. And then here's our cooked noodles that are ready to be drained. Sorry. I choked on my gum. So those were the noodles that needed to be drained. I didn't show me draining them because it's like there's nowhere to like put it where I'm draining it. So yeah. So in the same saucepan that I cooked the chicken in, I'm gonna add a tablespoon of butter and then now a tablespoon of minced garlic. And then I'm going to clean up as I go. So the next part, you're going to see me put them back in the fridge. So as that's heating up, I'm going to go ahead and like whisk it to make sure it's like all the way incorporated and ready for our next step. So these next few steps that I'm gonna be doing is gonna make your whatever you're making so creamy if you do this. So we're gonna be using half and half. Like I'm gonna use half of the pint that I used. So you guys could use the whole bottle if you want to, but I only use half because I want to use the half and half in another recipe. I don't know if I'll show that recipe or not, but this recipe I will show. So after we add the half and half, we're gonna go ahead and add a small carton of the heavy whipping cream. We're just gonna add all of it. Make sure to shake it well before putting it into this sauce mixture. And yeah. I don't know if you guys could see the brand. Wait, it's Prairie Farms. Never mind. We're going to be using Prairie Farms heavy whipping cream. If you heard like some panting just a minute ago, it was my brother's dog, so don't mind like the noise in the background or anything. So the next thing we're going to do is add our sauce of choice. And then since like the sauce is like kind of like sticking into the jar after I poured it into the heavy whipping cream and like half and half and just the butter and the garlic, I went ahead and poured milk halfway and then like shook it up to make sure it's like it came out all the way when I poured it again. And it really helps a lot when you do that. Or you guys could add water if you're lactose intolerant, but I think they make lactose intolerant milks now, so yeah. You guys could change up this recipe depending on however you want. It literally does not have to be the same. Everyone wants to season their stuff different or like use different sauce or just anything different. You guys could change it up, and if you guys change it up, just comment down below how you changed it. And I don't know if you guys could post a picture in the comments or not. I'm not sure, but if you, or you guys could like DM me or something. If you remake any of these recipes. And then, yeah. Now we're going to add Parmesan and mozzarella. I didn't add much Parmesan. I mostly added more mozzarella. And yeah. So we're just going to whisk it up and then like let it simmer. Something that I did not show for the sauce mixture is I added like a quarter of the evaporated milk. I did not use the whole can. I just used a quarter. And yeah, you could put evaporated milk in like desserts, mac and cheese, this recipe, just anything that like kind of saucy or you need to make a sauce for. And here's the chicken with the cooked and drained noodles with the sauce. And then you're gonna plate it however and serve it with whatever, like maybe it's garlic toast or vegetables, salad. I was gonna cook corn, but I decided not to because we already had like too much. Well, not too much, but pasta is very filling, so I didn't want to cook too much. So we just had a simple dinner with garlic toast and the fettuccine alfredo. Hope you guys like this video. Comment down below, like, subscribe, and share with anyone. See you guys in the next video. Bye.